At Authentic Web, we spend a lot of time on customer value optimization, CVO, and also optimizing websites, not only for them to show up in more searches, but also for them to be better used by your end user. So you convert more people to callers, but also you want to build your authority and connect your story with their story so they remember you, because they might not call right away, so you want to differentiate yourself. In our studies of all the websites that we control, we went through and looked at, which pages should we be spending time on, because you can't spend a ton of time on every page. Part of digital marketing is deciding what not to do, because there's thousands upon thousands of things that you can do, and they're going to have varying levels of impact. So we spend a ton of time on the home page, but you forget that there's other pages that people go to. And you might spend a little bit of time on the contact page, but the most neglected page is the second most important, and I think it's probably the most important page on your website, and that's the About Us page. Think about it. Anytime you go to a website, and if you're at all engaged, the second page you go to is the About Us page. But then most of us, what we do is we slap our CV on there. And I'm a big proponent of thinking of things not in the digital realm. So imagine someone came to you, walked in your office. Would you slap your CV right in front of them? Would you give them your resume and be like, here, read this, this is why I'm great? Of course you wouldn't. You would spend time telling your story. But before you told that story, if you're a halfway decent salesperson, you'll get to know your client's story and relate your story to them. So that's what we've done. We've created an About Us page system at Authentic Web. We've created some cool templates, but we do a long form page. So I'm going to over here. And you scroll down, this is one of our clients. And what we do is we relate their story to the client's story on this About Us page. So it's telling the story about us from the client, what the client cares about. And when you do this, you increase conversion rates, you increase time on site, you're going to increase your authority. In fact, Brent here, who's a fantastic attorney, charges a lot because he's great and he's worth it. But when we added this About Us page, he found a much higher conversion rate, not only of people calling, but people signing up, because they understood the value of him by the time they came in. So I challenge you, please spend a lot of time on your About Us page. Think about telling the story. Start with your why. Start with your why and think about your ideal client's process and their situation, what they're in here when you tell your story on your About Us page. And if you want, you can come join our storyboard marketing process and the About Us page by going to authenticWEB.marketing/About Us page. And we will go through in a webinar how to create the ultimate About Us page.